Good morning, lovelies. Today I would like to show you a hive inspection and an update on the small swarm that I removed a couple weeks ago. We called it Teddy's bees, and they're right here in the small purple box behind me. And I'd like to get in there, pull every frame, and see what's going on. See how much they've built up. And I'd really love to see the queen and show you guys the queen. So let's get into it. All right, guys, here we go. We're gonna get into this little hive right here. I already have a couple bees from the beast up there wanting to mess with me, but we'll see. Let's see what we got in here. Good morning, Teddy's bees. First, I'm gonna check the lid for hive beetles. We definitely have a couple. One right there. I saw one over here a minute ago. Right, so I put these hive beetle traps in all my hives just so I don't have any problems. Come on, lady. I'm not even looking at your yeah. I may have to put my jacket on. We'll see. Let's see if that's it. Right, so I'm just going to remove this trap, set it aside so I can look at all the frames. Looks like they just have ants and a couple beetles in there. Not much though. See if we can stick that right there. All right. I'm going to start by pulling this outside frame. They've got just one little piece of comb drawn on it. I did give this hive a whole frame of honey to start with, so there is going to be a full comb in here. I'm gonna go real slow. These are sweet bees. So this one's mostly an empty frame in here. Just one little piece of comb they've started drawing. I'm just gonna set this aside. So this next frame, this is a full frame of honey. Put my box over here. Frame of capped honey here. Little patch of pollen. This little one walking around with pollen in the pollen sacs. I think they're so cute. Looks good. They've got a little bit of some pollen over here. Hopefully you guys can see this. Frame of honey. They've got some uncapped honey here. Capped honey, and they've got little bits of pollen around in there. Food for their brood. Oh, beautiful. The next frame looks amazing. I'm just setting this frame aside in my in my nuke box over here that I work into. I'm going to pull this next frame. It's got capped brood on it, I can see already. The Queenie's been doing a great job. All right, let's see what she's got going here. Beautiful. Brood. Some open larvae in there. Got a couple uncapped larvae here that looks like they're not doing so well with that. They're about to have quite a few babies emerge. It's very good. Let's see. I'm just looking to see if I can see one emerging right now. Maybe you can see. This bee right here is pulling out some of this unformed brood. This one too, they're working on pulling those uncapped brood that didn't fully form, getting them out of there. I imagine that this hive was running from some kind of varroa or something, maybe, because they have some uncapped brood there. No emerging bees right here, and I don't see the Queenie on this frame either. Set this back in here. Next frame. These bees are very nice, but I keep having a visitor from the big beast in front. They don't want me outside. They don't want me in the bee yard. Let's give a little smoke here. All right. Got some brood going on here. This one is still. So this is the frame, this is the little piece of comb that I took from when I collected their swarm right here. I rubber banded that in, and then they drew out the rest of this right here. So this was that little piece of comb that they had in the original swarm, and they've drawn out the rest of this frame. Here's Queenie right there. That is Teddy's queen. You guys see her? She's beautiful. She's doing a great job walking around. Right there, going to the other side here. Let's see if we can catch her coming on over. Yep. Here she is. She's a little afraid of me. I'm gonna put her back in here. She doesn't like me pointing her out. I'm gonna get a little bit more smoke going here too. And then this next frame here, I put a dirty old nasty piece of comb in there a long time ago just to maybe give them something to work with. So let's take that out. Looks like they've got everything out of it that they needed. It was rubber banded in there. It's just old and nasty. So here's the last frame. And they have also started to draw. Just had just a piece of, I just wanted something in here that smelled like bees that they could maybe get some wax from. But we're gonna take that out now. It's pretty nasty. And they're starting to draw comb. I'm gonna turn that around the right way and take these rubber bands out. I had these rubber bands on the last comb there, and this one kind of holding. Oh, my fault, bumped a bee. Alright, so I'm going to put it back. It looks like they're doing good. Queenie's in there. She's laying. They're growing slowly but surely. So we have an empty frame here with a tiny little piece of comb on it they're drawing. We've got this comb here that had their original piece of comb on it, and they finished drawing it out, and Queenie, she's laying it up in there. Here's another comb. I believe I put this comb in there empty, and so that she would have something to lay in right away. And she has laid it full of eggs, and it's now capped brood. And then we got this full frame of honey and pollen here I'm going to put back in the hive. And this last one here that they're working on drawing, it's got a little tiny piece of comb. Man, that one big hive just super hates me. Alright guys, so that's how Teddy's bees are doing. They've drawn pretty much one full frame of comb themselves, and Queen's laid it up, and they laid a whole frame of eggs. It looks like they're having a few brood problems where they have a couple sporadic ones that are not fully forming. But I imagine that's why that they swarmed so late anyway. They were probably running from a hive. But we'll keep a close eye on them. Let them draw their own comb. And keep helping them grow. I'm going to put the beetle trap back in here. Got a squished bee. Watch out, ladies. Alrighty. Gonna push that back down in real gently. Alright, so that was the hive inspection on Teddy's bees. It looks like they're doing alright. Not super amazing. They're not drawing a ton of comb, and it's pretty late though. It's late August, and but they're doing alright. Queenie's in there. These are really sweet bees too. I'm curious to see if they stay that way as they grow, because a lot of times they'll get a little bit more angry as they get big. Hopefully not as angry as that big beast right up front here. But that's it for today. Checked on these guys. They're doing great. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell notification so you know when a new video comes out. And I'll see you guys next time.